Hi, I'm Lori Payne, a proud community volunteer and alumni of Leadership Waterloo Region, class of 2005. I'm excited to share a couple of leadership book recommendations with you as part of Turn the Page. In one of my first jobs as an accountant, the controller came to me and asked me to take on a new challenge, leading the payroll team. I'd never managed a team and I knew very little about payroll. And you know what? That was a gift. I had to trust the employees. I had to take advantage of their expertise and ask a ton of questions to learn and remove barriers that were in their way of doing a good job. Fast forward 20 years, now working in HR and organization development and becoming an executive coach. The wonderful book, Quiet Leadership by David Rock, talked about how asking employees for their ideas versus telling them mine actually rewires their brain and gets them excited to implement the idea because it came from them. It's made a ton of sense to me and to other leaders, but we still wanted to know, how do I do that? How do I let go of needing to have all the answers? Then came the coaching habit by Michael Bungay Stanier with his tagline, "Your advice isn't as great as you think it is." Well, how can that quote not get a control freak with perfectionistic and pleaser tendencies to pay attention? So many of us feel the need and the burden to have all the answers. Oftentimes, employees are actually hired and promoted into people leader roles more for their technical abilities than for their management gifts and aspirations. This sometimes perpetuates into senior leaders who are micromanagers, and that actually impacts the entire organization's ability to innovate and engage the brilliant frontline employees in the day-to-day opportunity to improve their work, the processes, and actually improve the client experience. The Coaching Habit by Michael Bungay Stanier is a recipe, when practiced regularly, to ask a series of questions and tap into others' ideas. It almost magically engages employees and helps leaders to better understand how to let go of having all those answers. In that way, it actually also helps with work-life balance. As leaders and managers, we don't need to own everything. Help to grow your team and help them flourish. Where are you owning things you don't need to? It's as simple as getting curious and asking a few questions. The next time somebody comes to you with a problem, ask things like, "Now, what's on your mind? What's the biggest challenge here for you?" And the key question, "And what else?" Because the first thing that comes up from people telling us what's on their mind isn't always the real thing. In total, there are 7 questions that can help tap into others' ideas and filter those into an action plan that they can take away. The Advice Trap is Michael's newer release. It complements the first book, acknowledging the fact that we're often still wired to want to help and give advice. We're really driven by our need to prove ourselves. In our head, that might sound like, "I was hired to have all the answers. I know best. My ideas are best. That's why I'm the leader." Sometimes we're overly accountable. That might sound like, "I'm responsible for this team. Everything that happens is on me. So when in doubt, I need to do it myself." And then there's the need to overcome self-doubt. And that could sound like, "Everything will be okay if I stay in control. I can't let other people see that I don't have the answers. They'll think less of me. Taking others' ideas means I'm an imposter in this position." I often catch myself giving advice in the form of a question. It's a good trick, but it's not allowed. Even when our intentions are good, we aren't doing any favors to our teams or our colleagues by taking on things that should be owned by others, or by taking on things for our children, for that matter. This is a great parenting book, too. We need to hold others capable, which is the mantra of great coaches. So take my advice, check out these books. You can access the link to Wordsworth Books to do that below. Happy reading. Let me know what you think. I'll be anxious to hear.